Hey Billionaire Life Seekers! In today's video, we're talking about the massive success of American rapper, entrepreneur, producer, and actor Dr. Dre. Stick till the end of the video for a rare bonus fact about him. Dr. Dre's net worth? Dr. Dre is an American rapper, actor, entrepreneur, and producer. As of this writing, Dr. Dre has a net worth of $500 million. Dr. Dre is one of the most successful entertainers of the last 3 decades. He has earned hundreds of millions of dollars from his music career and significantly more through various entrepreneurial pursuits. As a member of NWA and later as a solo artist, Dre has sold hundreds of millions of albums and singles during his career. He then launched the careers of both Eminem and 50 Cent through his production company label Aftermath Entertainment. Outside of music, Dr. Dre and music producer Jimmy Levine co-created the consumer electronics company Beats by Dre, which was acquired by Apple in May 2014 for $3 billion. At the time of the sale, Jimmy and Dre both owned 25% of Beats by Dre, and therefore they each earned $750 million pre-tax from the deal. Immediately after the sale, Dre was left with a post-tax fortune after combining with his other assets of $780 million. In June of 2020, it was reported that Dre's wife of 24 years, Nicole Young, had filed for divorce. The couple reportedly does not have a prenup. In a court filing made in December 2021, Dr. Dre lifted the curtains on his finances. The filing showed that Dre controls assets worth $450 to $500 million and has monthly income that averages around $230,000. The filing showed that in 2021, Dr. Dre sold $73 million worth of Apple shares and that he held $182,733,809 in his checking/savings account. He has another $6 million in stocks and $270 million in personal property. Early life and early success. He was born Andre Rommel Young on February 18, 1965. Dre was raised in South Central Los Angeles during the budding West Coast hip-hop scene. As a teenager, Dre frequented nightclubs where he learned to DJ. In 1984, he became a member of electro-hop group World Class Wreckin' Crew after meeting fellow rapper Ice Cube. Dr. Dre joined rap project NWA, run by rapper Eazy-E. Under Eazy-E and Jerry Heller's Ruthless Records, the group released their debut album, Straight Outta Compton, in 1988. Violent, profane, and undeniably groundbreaking. Straight Outta Compton would eventually be certified double platinum and would go down in music history as one of the most pivotal albums in the formation of hip-hop. Ice Cube left NWA in 1989 over disputes with Jerry Heller and Eazy-E related to royalty payments. Dr. Dre eventually had his own falling out with Eazy-E. He left the group in 1991 and soon co-founded Death Row Records with Suge Knight. In 1992, Dr. Dre released his first solo album, The Chronic. The album eventually sold 6 million albums worldwide and would be considered one of the most well-produced and popular hip-hop albums of all time. It peaked at number 3 on the Billboard 200 and went multi-platinum less than a year later. The album also earned Dr. Dre a Grammy for Best Rap Performance for the single Let Me Ride. While at Death Row Records, Dre produced for his fellow label mates Tupac, Snoop Dogg, and Warren G, who is also his stepbrother. In 1996, Dre left Death Row after becoming fed up with the legal troubles and disputes that were constantly occurring at the controversial company. He walked away from his back catalog rights and company ownership stake. Dre would later claim that he walked away from $50 million when he left Death Row. He quickly established Aftermath Entertainment, which would eventually be home to numerous talents including Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and 50 Cent. In 2001, Dre sold his share in Aftermath Records to Interscope Records for $52 million. Beats by Dre and sale to Apple. In a 2006 meeting with Interscope chairman Jimmy Levine, Dr. Dre complained that he was upset at the quality of his music when played via Apple's plastic earbuds headphones. He remarked in the meeting, "Man, it's one thing that people steal my music. It's another thing to destroy the feeling of what I've worked on." By the end of the meeting, Jimmy and Dre decided to launch their own headphone company. They initially partnered with Monster Cable to manufacture the first Beats by Dre studio headphones, which launched in July 2008. In August 2010, mobile phones manufacturer HTC purchased 50.1% of Beats for $309 million, valuing the company at roughly $618 million. In July 2012, HTC sold half its stake back to Jimmy and Dre for $150 million, retaining a 25% stake. In September 2013, HTC sold the remaining 25% stake back to Jimmy and Dre for $265 million. At the same time, Beats announced that it had received a $500 million investment from private equity from Carlyle Group. The investment valued Beats at $1 billion for the first time. In January 2014, the company launched a subscription music service called Beats Music. On May 28, 2014, after weeks of rumors, Apple officially confirmed that it was acquiring Beats by Dre for $3 billion. Apple would pay $2.6 billion in cash and $400 million in stock for the company. At the time of the sale, Dre and Jimmy both owned 25% of Beats. Their respective stakes were worth $750 million before taxes, roughly $500 million after taxes. The Carlyle Group earned $1 billion. Apple stock ownership. As we mentioned a moment ago, when Beats sold to Apple, $400 million of the $3 billion purchase price was paid in Apple stock. As the 25% owner, Dre received $100 million worth of Apple shares. At the time the deal closed, Apple traded at around $95 per share, which means he received roughly 1 million shares. As of this writing, Apple trades at a bit over $200 per share. Assuming Dre has held on all 1 million shares, today his Apple stock alone is worth $200 million before taxes. Philanthropy. In May 2013, Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine donated a combined $70 million to the University of Southern California to establish the USC Jimmy Iovine and Andrew Young Academy for Arts, Technology, and the Business of Innovation. In June 2017, he donated $10 million to construct a performing arts center at Compton High School. Dr. Dre Real Estate. In the late 1990s, Dr. Dre spent $2.4 million to acquire a mansion in Woodland Hills, California. After listing the house for sale in July 2019 for $5.25 million, he found a buyer later for $4.5 million. The home was located within a gated community and sat on a 16,000-acre lot. In 2014, fresh off the sale of Beats, Dr. Dre spent $50 million to acquire Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen's incredible brand new monster mansion in Brentwood. Thanks for watching this video till the very end. Here's a bonus fact to appreciate your genuine interest in the billionaire life. Did you know that Dr. Dre started off with the nickname Dr. J? He went by Dr. J because it was his favorite basketball player. Later in his career, he changed the J to Dre because his full name is Andre. What's your favorite Dr. Dre record? Let us know in the comments. And that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and press the bell icon to make sure you don't miss a single upload. See ya!